When I read the YouTube comments, it's a personification of they want it easy. And that's why it's even easier for us, because there's even less competition. Because when 99% of the people want it easy, and by definition, this is not the easy program. I mean, you're going to fill your pockets full of money like you couldn't imagine. In 2001-ish, I talked to the father of positive mental attitude, who had hired Napoleon Hill, who at that time was bankrupt in the early 50s, flat bust. And I'm not discrediting any of the book. Think of Grow Rich is a terrific book. It's one of the iconic books. And I asked him, how is it that he came about hiring Napoleon Hill? And this is all on YouTube. And he said that I was looking for a gimmick, sales gimmick to sell insurance, whole life insurance, because he had a company called Combined Insurance, and he became quite wealthy in hundreds of millions, not a billionaire, and he was very close to a number of the presidents. And we sat down and we worked on a concept, but it had to be a concept that wasn't measurable, that nobody could keep track of, and they couldn't call us a liar if we didn't perform. So we thought and thought and thought, and he says, candidly, I'm not sure if Napoleon Hill came up with the idea, or I came up with the idea, or one of my assistants came up with the idea, but we came up with a thing called personal development, because you can't measure it. And we built the whole program around personal development, and a new industry was born. And actually, self-help was morphed. It wasn't really born because it was an extension of self-help. And but as he told me on the phone, in his crackling voice, that self-help was old. I mean, it had been since the turn of the century, 1900, 1905, 1910. So, you know, the self-help. And it all started when they used to go to county fairs and people had elixirs. You buy this elixir, it makes your dick hard, it makes you lose weight, blah, 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 blah. And it was the carnival guys. And they used to go in and they used to have tent meetings. And they would tell you how to make yourself better, etc. So personal development was born. And I wasn't shocked, because I knew that my brief exposure to the PD guys and gals was all horse shit. They were selling smoke and mirrors because they were telling it was easy. And unless I had done something completely wrong, it was hard as hell for me. And I'm pretty smart, and I work like a dog. And so, but thinking about that, and he told me that, but I didn't think about it for years and years and years. And I've only started talking about it the last couple of years. You know, I've said that Grant Cardone's stuff's pretty good. The Wolf of Wall Street's guy is pretty good. Dan in the back there, his stuff is excellent. But most of them aren't worth a shit. Most of them, it's a regurgitation of somebody else's stuff. And somebody else's stuff dating back for, 40, 50 years. Not anything new. And I haven't seen anything new in the marketplace in several years. Maybe 15 years. And what got me thinking about it was Desmond was the last guy I talked to. And and we talked a little bit about Dan's model. And I tried to think, when was the last new thing I saw? New, fresh, that would suck people into the sales vortex. And, because the upsell is old as Moses, and all that stuff is old. You get them in with either free or for little or no money, and then you sell the shit out of them all the way up. That's hookers have been using that since Cain and Abel. I'm told. Hookers have been using that since Cain and Abel. And that's why is it Cain that killed Abel? Yeah, that's why Cain killed Abel, a fight over a hooker. So, but the will or the desire to want to succeed is there, but the will and the desire to want to succeed easily is stronger than just the plain the will and desire. The spirit is willing and the flesh is weak. The spirit is willing and the flesh is weak. As I said the first day, almost all parents want their kids to be better than they had it. Not all, because I've had some weirdos, but almost all parents across the board want their children to have a better life. Some of the parents come here to give that better life. Some people come here to give other people better lives. In other words, not necessarily their kids, but, humanity, the masses. But they want it to be easy. They don't say it that way. No. They say they're willing to make sacrifices. We talk about pay price to action. I said yesterday or the day before, 6-packs, which I've never had, are made in the kitchen. It's what you eat. Everybody knows that. Generally speaking, less calorie intake, more workout. You lose weight. Generally speaking, unless you've got a problem. I've met more people with a thyroid problem, so they say. Do you have a thyroid problem? Okay. Most people that are overweight say they have a thyroid problem or their metabolism. All the bullshit. And by the way, Sally and I fast 2 days a week. And we just started doing that in the last couple of years. And you actually forget about the food. Tuesday and Thursday is it. And now we cheat because we have a drink at night when we watch a movie. And so that's a couple hundred calories or whatever it is. But a couple hundred calories based on the regular 2,000 or 3,000 calories is nothing. But getting back, so we want something that's easy. And then about 10 years ago, 12, maybe 15 years ago, they came up with affiliate programs. So the personal development guys have affiliate program. So you too can have what I have, which is horseshit. And then even before that, 40, 50 years ago, they came up with multi-level marketing, which is now morphed into different kinds of affiliate programs. They don't call it multi-level marketing because multi-level marketing more or less has a bad name. And unless you're at the top of the line, or you start the multi-level marketing program, you're not going to get rich. You're not going to get rich. Like I know the DeVos family, Amway. Amway, excuse me, yeah. And those guys are seriously rich, but they were the founders, and they have guys that are and gals that are the eagles in the program that make some serious money. But it's your desire to want it to be easy. It's like you want to lose weight, and every once in a while a pill comes out, right? That you can lose weight without really working too hard. Well, up until about 15, 20 years ago, I tried all those pills. And to the best of my knowledge, either I wasn't doing it right or they didn't work. I'm more inclined to believe they didn't work. But they still come out with pills. And if somebody could bottle something or come up with a shot people don't like shots. I mean, I've had shots where you hold the skin in your belly and people don't like that. Pills, okay. Pills, okay. But you want something that's easy. And when I read the YouTube comments, it's a personification of they want it easy. They want it easy. And that's why it's even easier for us, because there's even less competition. Because when 99% of the people want it easy, and by definition, this is not the easy program. You're going to fill your pockets full of money like you couldn't imagine. They're all assholes. They don't send flowers at Christmas or at Easter, whenever you say. I don't even know when you send flowers. Okay, Valentine's Day. They don't, they never say they're sorry, which is the biggest. If you cut that word out of your vocabulary, not if, when you cut that fucking word out of your vocabulary, you will grow 50% as a human being. Because first you cut the word out, the actual action. Then over time, you cut the feeling out. The people that are sorry are fucking pleasers. Now, I don't recommend that you double down like President Trump and I do. I may be wrong, but I'm never in doubt. And when I'm wrong, I just jump on it and double down. And when I'm wrong again, I triple down. And when I'm wrong again, I quadruple down. And whatever that is after, quadruple. And if you ask your mothers, now when you go home, don't ask your mom these questions because she deserves, she had the balls to have you when she shouldn't have. So, but If you want to know, at least 50% of you are accidents in this room. And, but ask your dad, was I on purpose? And when he goes, you got your answer. Because your mom will say, well, it was God's will, it was all about, you know. But she's not telling you you were on purpose. We should have 1 billion people on the planet. We wouldn't have any problems with water. We wouldn't have any problems with ozone, if there is one. We wouldn't have any problems with food. None of that shit.